It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The ball comes out, and this is picked up by the Browns. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Browns offensively getting ready to take the field again. If you take a step back, Charles, last 2 years for the Browns, 1-31. Worst two-year stretch in the 98-year history of the NFL. Everybody knows that story. And the playoff drought at 14 years. Where does this franchise turn?
It's one of the great questions because I was on the record last spring that their draft looked about as professional a draft as you could have. 3 first-rounders, all of them became starters for them. When you think about it, Myles Garrett at defensive end, Jabril Peppers at defensive back, and David Njoku at tight end. All of them contributed. It looked like they were making progress. They've just simply forgotten how to win as an organization, a franchise, as a team. That's the number one thing. Get a win. Get 2 wins, and maybe they can start to turn this thing around.
Here we go. 1, 9.
Now a play fake here on first down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Now a second down throw for Kaiser. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 to the 5-yard line. First and goal. Defense with their backs against the wall.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Duke Johnson, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Browns add on to their lead. And, Charles, when you catch that toss going right or left, really, but right in this instance, do you go straight for the pylon? Is that where you're going?
Well, typically you want to try and maneuver people a little bit so you have some space to get to the pylon. So I want to make sure I try and move them a little bit to the inside, and in this case to the left, so I can get to the right side and get to that pylon and wink at it as I go by.
And it's good to make it 14-0. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the
all away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Rodgers to throw on second down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because They have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles.
Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Yeah, the defense definitely showing blitz here. Rodgers now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Of course, we think of Aaron Rodgers as a pocket passer, but you and I both know this guy's a pure athlete. He can get outside and make plays with his legs as well.
I showed it right there, outside of the pocket and on the money.
Switch.
Rodgers now on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Packers.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Jared Goff's Rams going up against Rodgers' Packers.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Shift together here from the D-line. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they certainly got dented with that first down run, so now they've got to be back on their heels a little bit as a defense.
On second down, it's Jones. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Adams has it, complete. And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep. That's caught at the 25. That goes for a gain of 31. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, that's Montgomery. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the 2-yard line now, it's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. Richard Rodgers there to make the grab. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Crosby on now to kick it away. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Here's Goff. Steps away to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Goff to Watkins for a Rams first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And past the 30 down to about the 27. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Well, that's why the guy with the headsets is down there. All right, they know what they're doing because they got stuffed on a running play on 1st down. And I think myself and probably the fans were saying throw the football in this situation. But he knew what he was doing, called another run, and now they've got 3rd and short.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Back live now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Rams with a football to get us going, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Zerline out now to kick this one away. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
Rodgers throwing on 1st down. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Flushed out right. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That was really well done right there. It almost looked like a training camp drill. Able to get outside of the pocket, kept his eyes downfield, and found his tight end for a nice first down. Much more difficult play than maybe he made it look.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On second down, here's Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down. To throw on third down, Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be fourth down. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That good for 19 and a first down.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and he ran the ball successfully behind that power set.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
And with the play clock running out, Sean McVay will take a timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Seven yards remain now on third down. Gone. And that is incomplete.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
And Zerline's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So no problems there with that one as they're able to put 3 up on the board.
Yeah, it's pretty much a winless night. There's only a very light breeze, so it's a perfect night for kickers. And like you say, no problems with that one.
Now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words. To throw is Rodgers. To throw on second down. Buying time to his left. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Again they run with Gurley. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that a defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's 2 guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. 9 good yards there on the run, and now third down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Rams on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Goff. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Zerline's kick is good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
Not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though this offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he is going to be tackled at the 1-yard line. What a mess that was.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Rodgers in control as he hurries his guys to the line. Draw play, Rodgers to Montgomery. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Packers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The give is to Jones. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
That's it for the first half. Well, we're going to let you off a little easy there, LR. Halftime interrupted, and we are ready to get to this third quarter. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you termed that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The slot man in motion right. The third quarter starts with a run by Gurley. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Here's Goff now on second down. Escaping the pressure right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Yet another carry here tonight for Gurley. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Another carry now for Gurley. Good move by Gurley. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 58 yards. And the Rams add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Zerline out now to kick this one away. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
I think by now it's been demonstrated quite well in the NFL that mobility is an attribute. But when you couple it with accuracy, you really got something going. Able to get outside the pocket and complete the pass.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Here's Rodgers on first down, eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds right around the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Rodgers now looking to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Packers are back within a score. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Crosby on now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now gone. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. The Rams on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. The Rams on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Following the penalty, it's Gurley. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Johnny Hecker now as he's on to punt for L.A. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's brought down, but not before getting across midfield to the 45. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Rodgers on 1st and 10. The left side throw complete to Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Packers have taken the lead. He's got it, and it's now a 21-16 lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Now a 1st down throw, gone. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Jake Ryan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On 2nd down, here's Goff. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Nick Perry in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That sack's on back-to-back plays. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From his goal line here, Goff. And they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Rodgers. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Go. 319. Watch it.
Rodgers to Montgomery on the draw. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds. And then the last second, oh, no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to let this slip away.
And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Over here. 26. Hey, 15. Hurry up.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
319.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Again, it's Williams. And, oh, a good hit there and knocked down hard. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
My high school coach, John Ford, used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well, and I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
But that certainly felt like an example of a defense just saying, okay, we've had enough. We've gotten mashed all night long. About time we got a good play in. But flip it over to the offensive side. They got to be really upset that they allowed a play like that to happen. They were pitching such a great game, they want to keep it going.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Nick Perry in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. Now Jones. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll try again with Jones. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jake Ryan in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. To throw is Goff. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
With that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Second down following the run. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, a little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time.